So tell me about hosting the CineFashion Film Award.
Well, I'm very excited to be here tonight. My husband is a film director, and I really have seen the process of how important fashion is in the film. It's almost like I really feel like it's another character, and I just think it's how special that they have this award show that really honors that and puts a spotlight on fashion within cinema, if you will. So when they asked me, it was a no-brainer. I said, of course I'll be a part of it.
So I am here presenting an award, and I'm also here to sort of represent the new season of America's Next Top Model.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell me, because fashion is really an expression, I think, of who you are, isn't it?
Totally. Absolutely. I grew up going to Catholic all-girls school, so we had uniforms, so we didn't really get to express through fashion our personality and our individuality. And as much as I liked uniforms, it was something that I missed, was being able to sort of express myself through clothing. So it's kind of cool being older now and getting to do that every day.
I was a fan of yours on Buffy and Angel.
Oh, thank you.
So it's nice. So tell me about being here tonight.
I'm here. I'm presenting an award tonight, so it's very exciting. And fashion is such an important part of what we do and the characters we play and portray, as well as the red carpet stuff that we do. So it's very exciting to be here.
Does it help you create your character when you put on the clothing that character wears?
Shoes are very important to me. I honestly believe I build my characters from the shoes up, and having the right shoes are so important to me. When I was on Dexter, I insisted that Rita always wear flats because I wanted to. I'm really short. I'm in very high heels right now, and I always wear high heels. But for Rita, I wanted to feel vulnerable, and I was in like flats, like the thinnest flats you could possibly find, because I wanted to feel that like vulnerability of being little. That I really am.
That's a great point. I always think when I think of fashion, I think of like Grace Kelly or Audrey Hepburn or something. But it's as simple as the type of shoes that a character wears.
Yeah, I mean it totally. I mean, clothing totally affects how you move as a character. My new show I'm on, Training Day, I play a Hollywood madam, and all my clothes are very structured and tight and fitted, and I wear very high shoes, and it makes me stand differently and move my body in a different way.
Yeah, it is something. It says what you think of yourself. I think the way you dress.
And you also reveal character through what you're actually wearing. Like, if you're wearing layers or tight-fitted clothes or baggy clothes, it's like that. It's a revelation of who the character is.
Well, I'm here because I'm an actor and comedian, so I love the film side, but I also love fashion. So when I was invited, I was like, yes, I'll definitely be there.
Anybody in particular that you admire?
In terms of fashion or film? Well, I love all design. Sidney Poitier is getting honored tonight, so he's been an inspiration to me before I was even thinking about being an actor. But I love anybody who has something in GQ. I love all the Giorgio Armani, Versace, any of those, yes.
So you're presenting tonight?
Yes. I'm presenting fashion styling. Fashion styling.
Mm-hmm. And is this something that you've been interested in for a long time?
Yeah, I love fashion. I love expressing myself through clothes and outfits and different looks and just kind of changing it up and trying things out. It's always been really fun for me.
Is there anybody in particular that you admire, their style?
A lot of people. Recently I've been into like color palettes more than anything. I've just been like into pastels and into like whatever and silks and things. So it's been fun.
Great. And what are you looking forward to the most tonight?
I'm looking forward to presenting. I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, I keep getting that question. First and foremost, a charity and showing face, just getting back out there. I have a new album coming out. I just got signed to Sony Records for a big album deal, which is incredible. And Steve Zapp, thank you for signing me. And it's been over 12 years since I've had any music out. I sold over 30 million records with 4 albums, and I took some time off. But now I'm back, and I produce my music, and I have a co-producer, and I write it, and co-writers, and I'm the executive producer of my project, so my hands are all on it. I direct my music videos. I identify with myself, so I think.
So you stopped doing music for 12 years?
Yeah, I did. And I didn't stop. I had produced, and that's where I learned how to be a producer. I stopped because people didn't believe in me anymore. and there was a lot of turmoil and things from the past that I had to get through, and I had, and being in the public eye, that's what happens. So I had to get through a lot of that stuff, and I had to start rebuilding my name and rebuilding my reputation and showing people that I can be accountable. And so one of the first things I did was go to Off-Broadway, and I did the show called Fantastics. Trying to remember the kind of... Yeah, so I was the lead. I played Matt, the little boy, in the Fantastics, and I did 550 shows in a row without stopping. And then right after that, a booking agent booked me to go back on tour again. Went back on tour for the first time in like 10 years. Been making music for like 4 or 5 years, playing around, discovering. Decided I'm going to produce it on my own. Did that, and I got myself a major record deal from it.
Hi, I'm Kitty Brooknell.
Kitty
Brooknell.
Brooknell. Okay, I took your picture. We're going to put it on Twitter. So, yeah. Anyway, so tell me about why you're here.
I'm here because it's the Fashion Film Awards, and I feel like fashion and film have really inspired me as a musician, and they've inspired my style. Tonight I'm wearing something original from the 1940s. Even my bag is from the 40s. Like, I've gone all full 40s here. Yeah, so...
Except your hair.
Except my hair is not 40s. So yeah, apparently, I'm really influenced by anime. So I love all that kind of Japanese Hello Kitty. I guess it goes in my name. I've just always had pink and purple hair.
So you...
My date, David Lee. He's the youngest rocker in the world.
So tell me about being here tonight.
Well, tonight is extremely important to us because what cinema stands for is diversity of voices, democracy of voices. We are a woman-owned network. It's the only independent woman-owned network in the world. Most of them are owned by white men. So it's a very important event because it combines the beauty of fashion and film and art and music as the universal language of peace.
I am Mark Bauer, fashion designer, and I am receiving the Designer of the Year award tonight.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me about what fashion, especially as expressed as art, what that means to you.
What does fashion mean to me? Well, you know, what you put on your body is sending out a message. It's our second skin, you know. So it's very important what you put on your body, and it can totally change your mood. It can send out all kinds of messages, good and bad. So the psychology of fashion and dressing is very interesting to me, and I love to make glamorous clothes for glamorous women.
It is true. I think it does sort of, you judge people, and it is a almost sometimes an unconscious message to people.
That's what I say, be careful what you put on, because you're sending out a very definite message. Sometimes it's the message you want to send, sometimes it's completely different to what you really want to portray. So be careful.
Who's one of your favorite people that you've designed for?
You know, I'm privileged to work with so many wonderfully talented and famous women in the world. And the list is too large to name, but one of my shining moments was dressing Angelina Jolie for the Oscars several years ago in the white halter dress, which is considered to be one of the 100 best Oscar dresses of all time. So,
I'm Beverly Todd.
Nice to meet you. Tell me about why you're here tonight.
I'm here tonight to support this wonderful organization. They do such good work. Daphne Ziman at the head of it has been a leader in terms of supporting children in need. And her Children Uniting Nations is one of the biggest foster care systems in the United States, maybe in the world, I don't know. And this is a fundraiser that helps raise funds for the very worthwhile work that she's doing.
Tell me about the dress that you're wearing. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. It's a designer by the name of Angela Dean. Her company is called Dean, D-E-A-N, Zine, Z-I-N-E. She's a remarkable dressmaker. I wear a lot of her things for a lot of events, and she designed the dress for me that I wore to the inauguration, the second inauguration of Obama. So she's a pretty hot. You see, it's hot, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just reflecting on the happiness I felt at the last inauguration and the upcoming inauguration.
We're gonna be happy. I've decided to turn my whole outlook around because it's what we have to deal with. And so I'm going to deal with it in joy. And if something happens, I hope that people will organize and protest and make a change and just let us deal with it and let's put out positive energy about it, because I think the positive energy is going to help keep it positive, or as positive as it can be. Need a lot of positive energy now, folks. So let's be happy. And you know what's that? Don't worry, be happy, and just pray.
We're opening up for Akon, and we're presenting him with this award, which is greatly deserved. And we're just super excited to be here. So it's pretty fun, pretty exciting.
And what do you have any fashion people that you admire?
Oh yeah, of course. Personally, I would have to say, like, I love Chris Brown's style. I love, let's see, Tupac, Will Smith. Their whole Fresh Prince Will Smith though, so you know what I'm talking about.
Bruno Mars. Yeah.
You didn't think about that, huh? Yeah, Bruno Mars.
Will Smith, I remember Fresh Prince.
Yes. So you can't go wrong with Will Smith, Fresh Prince.
My name is Rocco Leo Gagliardi. I'm a director and producer of a film nominated here tonight.
Oh, great! Wonderful! Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. And tell me about your film.
Okay, the film was filmed and produced and directed in a city called Novi Sad, which is in Serbia. This city was the most destroyed city from the war. There was a big war in the 90s, and they left the ruins of this war were left there. There was a TV station that was sending out the signals and so on, and the war, they decided to blow it up. So what I decided to do was utilize a local LA-based fashion designer named Eric Rossetti for Mr. Triple X. He has a line, Mr. Triple X. So the whole film, we're using his clothes. And the premise and the storyline of the film is that no matter how much despair and destruction, that the youth of that city, of that country, are indestructible, and they came up out of the ashes into like a butterfly. Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Well, and are you excited to be here tonight? Have you been to these awards before?
Yeah, I was here last year. My film Inside Amato won Best Documentary. So I now have my second film. It's actually the second film I've ever made, Indestructible. Has been nominated in other award shows, and then now we're nominated here, and we'll see what happens.
That is a big one, and I'm honored to be here to support my friend Daphne, and we were here last year.
Yes, the last couple of years.
So this year I have the honor of presenting as well.
And are you, tell me about your love of fashion.
Well, I'm actually, my day job is a recording artist. I won a Grammy Award. I'm the first African American to win a Grammy Award for Best New Age Album. So I'm a pianist and composer, and so that's what I do. And I guess they looked at my suit and they said, you know what? Do the Best Fashion Designer Award of the year.
But, I mean, in your performing life, doesn't it make a difference what you wear?
Of course, it's a big part of it. Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm also launching my own suit line come next year, so that's something that I'm in the middle of working on.
Our dress, and he's the designer who will be receiving the award this evening for Designer of the Year, and I'll be presenting the award for the Best Actor. So I'm looking forward to seeing who that is.
Tell me, how does fashion work for you as an actress? You know, does that help you create your character?
Yeah, sometimes you don't even really know who your character is until you meet the designer, and there's always a collaboration in relation to who you're forming, and it's always expressed in what you wear, like in life. But it's fun as you're an actor because you can express different parts of yourself. So yeah, it's all.
You must feel fantastic in this.
I had a rough day, but there's nothing like ending the day with a bit of glamour, you know. So it's all good.
Yeah, you can always start your day over anytime, right?
Yeah, it starts right now. Oh, thanks. We'll be quick.
We're in a band called Teammates. I play drums. Scott is a piano player.
Yeah, and we both sing together, and yeah, we are performing our song called Nothing's Ever Over.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And how does fashion help you perform your music?
Well, we have to wear clothes when we play because it gets awkward.
That's a very low bar for fashion, but that's what our bar is.
It's all about expression and identity and all of that. So that's a big part of a band and a person and everything in between.
Yeah, I think that like going out on stage and singing into a microphone in front of a lot of people is never going to be natural. And it just, I think when you have on
a leather jacket,
you feel cool. No, it's just like a projection of your confidence and also your art. And I think fashion is a big part of music. So.